When we approached the trailer, we brainstormed and kind of came up with a list of what is it that we want to convey in this trailer. We questioned whether we should put the infected in or not because that's not the focus of the game. It's part of the backstory and what applies pressure, and you will be fighting these things, but it really isn't the focus. So it's like, do we leave that out of the trailer and then show it later? We didn't want to like, here's this grounded world and it only has human characters, and all of a sudden we like show a demo later or something and people see it as infected, like, oh, what the hell, where did that come from? So for us it was important to just not tease too much of the infected and just show it full screen, right? Because a lot of times you see where the focus is the creature, that like the Godzilla movie, right? They spent a long time not showing Godzilla when it was coming out, and like that became the intrigue. It was all about Godzilla. It wasn't really about these other characters. But for us it was important to just let's show the infected full screen and just get it out of the way. So there's no more kind of question of what this thing looks, how it attacks, and all this stuff. And now we can kind of focus on the characters and the human antagonism when we showed first gameplay.
We're setting up a teaser trailer. We're not showing you know 15 minutes of gameplay or something. It's a teaser trailer. All we want to do is just announce that we're out there, show our art style, introduce these characters. So we have that bullet point of these are the things that we want to make sure that we hit on. Working through that, it's like that 2 minutes is kind of what you're going to get in the game. If you look at each one of those elements and the way they're being introduced, and it's a lot in this game to try to cram into 2 minutes, you know, from human antagonism, melee implements, improvisational weapons, you know, the infected, stealth, they hide inside of the bathroom, working together in cooperation, Ellie using a knife. And so all of this is drawn in this pacing, and you can see the infected come in. Joel and Ellie are completely capable at the beginning of the trailer, and they got things pretty much wrapped up, like they're good. You know, we're taking care of business, we're going to scavenge for some supplies and stuff, and then all of a sudden, the infected come in. So it applies this pressure to them, and it forces this other sort of behavior out of it. Suddenly, and that sets up this world, which is suddenly intriguing to us to say, even they, who are completely capable, are also scared of these things. It served its purpose also to drive these characters into a new decision, and then pique our interest as far as gameplay. Is like, obviously these things are a pretty big threat in this world. So, but you're also going to be dealing with humans, so there's going to be a balance somewhere in there.
For us, the trailer is part of the experience, right? It's like you put this thing out there and people start already to color their expectations, and that's going to affect your experience when you finally play the game. So it's so important for us to control what you're seeing and how we're doling out information so that we set up a certain expectation from when you play the games. Also, you get the look of it, right? We're using in-game assets. This is what the game looks like.
It forced us to make a lot of decisions and put pins in things. We had several like play test deadlines and prototypes and different things and art looks and all sorts of stuff on the way. But to have this where we're going to announce to the world, here we are, going public, like people are going to see this thing, that made us have to go like, all right, what exactly should this look like? How should this world be rendered? What are we going to do? So it forced us to put pins in things, and of course we're creating it in-house and working with the team that's also going to be creating those assets for the gameplay. So that's helping them, it's helping the entire team start to feel out and get familiarized with the process, the new workflow and pipeline, the looks, the sort of expectations that are now set.
The lighting system, the new kind of camera language that we're using in this game that's different from Uncharted.
Yeah, it's setting up these expectations in-house as well as externally of like, this is what we're going for, people. So that's the bar. We're doing it.
Because we had this whole kind of viral campaign right before, and we were sure this thing was going to leak. Somehow it's going to leak that Naughty Dog is making this thing, or the trailer would somehow get out there before the Video Game Awards. So to see kind of the fans getting excited by just as we're doling out little bits of information, not revealing who's making it. And then Bruce and I went to the VGAs. Actually, we're there with Troy and Ashley, the actors, the leads on the game. And will.i.am comes on stage and he announces The Last of Us. And just when people heard the title and you heard this like reaction in the crowd, it was like,
awesome.
We kind of looked at each other like, holy crap, people already know the name of this game just from like these few things that were released. And then to see the
They didn't have the applause sign up either. No. It was like legit. It was like.
And then to like when and then it got quiet and it's like Sony Computer Entertainment presents, and then the Naughty Dog logo came up and you heard this like this gasp reverberating through the crowd, and it was like, holy crap, this is awesome.
I mean, we've been working on this thing for 2 years. It's pretty special. And we're not part of a rock band where you can get up and you have that like feedback loop where like and groupies adore you and all this kind of stuff. Instead, like somebody goes to Best Buy and buys it, and then it goes online and goes like, I hated level 2, you know, and you're like this is what you get, you know. So to be in a live auditorium, you know, in a live situation and to get that feedback, we don't experience that a lot. So it was super special to be on this thing and to be working through it and wrestling with these ideas, pinning things down, and you know, finally we're able to put it out there and go like, feels pretty good.
And then to watch the trailer, and there's like trailer ends, and there's this moment of quiet.
I teared up. I teared up a little. I'll admit it. I cried a little, just a little bit, but felt it.
It was pretty cool.
That was pretty awesome.
It was pretty cool.